ब्रेक के बाद प्रोग्राम क्या बात है में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम हैं बिनोय थॉमस के साथ जो एडिटर हैं वीकली वॉइस के। बिनोय, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका। बिनोय, आप इस रोल में साउथ एशियन कम्युनिटी को कब से ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं?
First of all, Ratna, thank you, Dhanyavad. I would like to speak in English because I think I have some interesting observations to make, but they'll be better in English. My Hindi is still not good enough to go public on on air. So there's been I've been around for about 15 years and as part of the community, our community, South Asian. There are many things that have changed. There are many things that have remained the same as we go along. I mean, you can ask me. I mean, some of the interesting things. Maybe I'll be able to respond.
Perfect. So 15 सालों से जो आप हमारी कम्युनिटी को काफ़ी गहरी तरह से देख रहे हैं, क्या चैलेंजेस रहे हैं, क्या उतार चढ़ाव रहे हैं, थोड़ा आप बताएं अपनी नज़रिए के बारे में।
I think the most important thing, and this has been a constant theme even with our own newspaper, I mean, what we've been writing, what we've been highlighting, is the lack of opportunities for professionals, immigrants who have come into the country with, great hopes, and mostly they've been shattered. Thanks to a system that's not really open. I mean, it's nobody's fault, but people who came in earlier, they didn't really know that if you're a doctor, if you're a dentist, or if you're a welder, you would think, you can go to any place in the world, especially in the so-called advanced open West, and practice. But that's not the case. They're all monopolies here. The tradespeople are monopoly. I mean, they're organized. Professions are organized, and there used to be a wall built around almost all trades and professions, and it still continues in a place like Ontario. I mean, like very little have changed. Really, if you're, you could get some of the world's finest fitters and welders and tradespeople from Punjab, for example. But the unfortunate thing is that they won't be allowed to practice their trade here because you have to go through a very lengthy, expensive process of getting certified and licensed, which is deliberately made difficult to keep the outsiders out. I mean, like we've been saying that things have to change. Some of the politicians, they agree, but it continues to keep people out.
आज के ज़माने में अगर हम देखें तो साउथ एशियंस को काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर मिल रहा है पहले से ज़्यादा, अगर हम देखा जाए तो। सो आपको कैसे लगता है कि एक्सपोजर कहाँ से आ रहा है? आपने पॉलिटिशियंस की थोड़ी सी बात की, और कहाँ से हमारी स्किल्स ज़्यादा बढ़ रही हैं या ज़्यादा लोग अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस लेके आ रहे हैं?
नहीं, क्या हुआ over this period of 15-20 years, our numbers have grown very, very fast. The numbers always are converted into votes. So the politicians take note and, say, okay, now we need to do certain things that would seem to be good for this community to win votes. I mean, like some of the improvements, so-called changes have come because of that realization.
ठीक है, अगर आपकी एक्सपर्टीज़ के बारे में बात करें जो आजकल खबरों में आ रहा है, कौन सी ऐसी खबरें हैं जो साउथ एशियंस के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा जाननी ज़रूरी हैं, आप समझेंगे?
Ratna, just 2 days ago, we all read about, you kind of look young, you may not know all about the Peel Police, but we have a detective sergeant, a very senior officer called of Punjabi origin. He was not born, he moved here from India, BJ Sandhu. And we read, I'm a little disappointed, we read another paper, he should have talked to me, I mean, that he has filed a complaint with the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal about the denying him promotion and kind of making him a victim of certain racist attitude within the Peel Police. That's very unfortunate. Now, we don't know all the details. I mean, that will come out during the hearing, and I haven't talked to him either. I mean, but we have known him over a period of many, many years. In fact, he was one of our winners in the Achievers Awards for the community section, community service. So we know him very well, and I would like to know more what really happened and why an officer of such standing had to resort to, go against his own department. But one thing is for sure, there's been a lack of proactive recruitment of certain communities within the Peel Regional Police. And they're doing an excellent job, there's no doubt about it. We are a very safe society. I mean, congratulations to the whoever is in charge, the men and women in uniform, whatever color they are, mostly white. But they're doing a good job. But still, I've noticed you need to reflect the society that they serve. And that has not really happened with Peel. Every year when there is a list of new recruits, the graduates I always see hardly anybody of a different religion, color, or cultural identity. So that needs to change, because I've seen, not just 6'2" people or whatever. I've seen in New York City, people are literally 4'8" and 4'9" as wearing the uniform. Right. Because I think they play a role because they come from, I don't know, Vietnamese community or the South American community, whatever, but they can contribute to policing. And I think our Peel Police also need to look at somehow doing, they cannot do 100 meters under 12 seconds still. I mean, look at the possibility they would be good policemen. Or women.
मैं अंत में आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी, जो आपने मुद्दा छेड़ा है इसके बारे में, रेशियल प्रोफाइलिंग काफ़ी ज़्यादा चर्चे में रहती है कई बारी हमारी कम्युनिटी को ही लेके, कि जैसे आपने कहा कि वो फाइल कर रहे हैं केस थोड़ी सी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के बारे में। ये मुद्दा 15 सालों से भी आज तक चला आ रहा है। आपको कैसे लगता है कि शायद रेशियल प्रोफाइलिंग हो सकती है?
I'm not too sure, because it's a huge department. Detective Sandhu claims that it is due to racial profiling and prejudice that's denied him the promotion. I'm very, reluctant to say for sure yes or no, because I really don't know what happened with him, other than reading about one incident where when he entered a gym or something, they called out, we didn't call the taxi, or something like that, which could be very hurting. Right. More than that, we don't know the details. So I'd rather hold judgment on that. Unlike a lot of people who jump into conclusions, I don't want to do that.
बिनोय, आपके समय के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू। बने रहिए प्रोग्राम क्या बातें के साथ। मिलते हैं इस छोटी सी ब्रेक के बाद।